Recently, I've worked at an aged care facility during the lockdown where the residents were exposed to the virus.
I'm currently in charge of a COVID ward. I've been in this role as a nurse for over 35 years, and I can say that changing from a rehab ward to a COVID ward has been one of the most rewarding and challenging parts.
Look, we've had to change some procedures, and women are very anxious and we have lots of questions. However, our core business hasn't changed. Pandemic or not, women still deserve safe, supported and empowering birth.
We're ready. We have staged action plans in place, but fortunately we've not had any significant disruptions.
I think the best thing that people should know about being a nurse in Australia, particularly with COVID-19, is how lucky we are to be working as a nurse in Australia right now.
To help them through a troubled time without them even knowing that we've done it.
There's being able to be with people when they most need you, at their most vulnerable, often when they're their most sickest, but also sometimes in the happiest times.
Knowing that I've made an individual difference in that human being for the day that I looked after them.
Is seeing women prove their strength time and time again.
Working with extraordinary children and families, and the perspective that it gives me for the rest of my life.
Making people feel supported and cared for is a privilege.
I've had my moments where things feel frustrating, things are uncomfortable, or things are a bit awkward. But I have to remember that for me as the nurse, that these are just moments in my life. For my patients, this is their life.
Seeing our patients at their most vulnerable, listening, witnessing their pain, their anguish and their despair, it's not something you get used to. It's something that you have to learn to live with.
Learning to develop resilience, to not take the bad or the sad days home with you.
Is to care for myself. That's been a bit of a tricky situation, because when we were training and what we're doing, it's very easy to get caught up in looking after everybody else because we're so busy.
I want Australians to know that I find such a privilege to be a child and family health nurse, because I have the chance to support families during one of the most intimate moments of their lives.
I want Australians to know that nursing is a tough job. We have to apply knowledge of illness and treatment with quick thinking and problem solving skills, whilst maintaining genuine care and compassion for those that we look after and their families.
Our job is very difficult. There is a lot of pressure within our jobs. There is a lot of stress that is associated with looking after individuals that are quite sick and are at their most vulnerable states. At the same time, though, we do the job because it is a very rewarding job to us and we do really care.
We still think about you, sometimes years later, and wonder about how you and your baby and your family are doing.